What's up out there, Barbershop Sports Politics fans? We back here again with you with another hot topic of the day. Lonzo Ball, will he live up to the hype? Part 2. We've already kind of run over this, but I guess he had his third Summer League game, which I missed the initial broadcast, had to watch the replay because I didn't even know they were playing. I thought they got put out the tournament. Just be honest, be real. I thought they got put out. I thought you had to win 2 games to make it to the tournament. They only won 1. But he played again today and had a pretty decent, decent output or whatever. So that's gonna be our talk right now. We're gonna talk Lonzo Ball, big baller brand. Will he live up to the hype? Will he live up to the hype? We're gonna start with, one of our special guests that blesses us every now and again on the screen. EJ. What's up? So man, what's your thoughts on it, man? What do you think about the game last night, and how do you think he's going to project out for the season?
Well, I mean, I've always been a Ball fan, since he's been at UCLA. I mean, just IQ-wise, you can't teach IQ. I mean, that's really the one thing that get people like Tim Duncan and people like that can last so long. Just knowing the game. So I feel like NBA, it's not going to be a hard translation because he's always had that feel for a game where I know how to win. The one thing that's going to be the difference, I believe, is going to be the fact that he's not the best player on the court. He's always probably been the best player on the court, so he can really have his way. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest adjustment. When you got Westbrook going at you for 30, how are you going to still maintain your 15 and 11? He's going to be like a 17 and 10, 17, 12. His prime, he's not going to ever be a big scorer, I don't believe. It's just not his game. But last night he put on the show. Like, I watched pretty much the first Summer League game, didn't watch the second. I hate he punked out on Fox. Even though he's still going to be good, he punked out on Fox.
I don't think that was him.
Like, last night he showed it. Like, he's letting us, you can say, even though this Summer League, he 36, 12, and what does he have? 7 rebounds. And I was watching it. He didn't start scoring. He didn't score his first point until like midway through the second quarter. So he really had a slow game and still finished with a double-double with almost 40. So, I mean, the talent is there. It's just going to be the difference of, I don't think he's going to take him to the playoffs, but just the adjusting process of not always being the best player on the court. You actually got to worry about somebody coming at your head for 30 every night, rather than college. Fox, the only person he really had a true battle with. Everybody else was, trashing away. It's over with. But now you got every night. You got Chris Paul, you got Westbrook, you got Lillard, you got Kimber, you got Dragic. Like, I mean, all these guys that average 20 in their sleep. You got to worry about this coming at you while trying to live up to the hype. And he had the Nikes on last night too. What you think about?
He had the Kobe's, yeah.
He had the Nikes on. I don't care if it's Kobe, LeBron, Paul George, it's Nike. What's up, big baller brand?
This is what I'll say. I think that first I'm not even gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead. We did talk about that. Smoke Cliff, man, what you think about the Nikes, and what do you think about the third game? Smoke. Okay, Smoke not responding right now. So, hey, wearing the Nikes, I just think that it was a different mindset. I think players are like that. Players always wear other players' shoes, but most of the time, all of the players are with Nike, so it's not a big deal. So you have other Nike people wearing other, if you with Nike, you can wear the Kobe's and nobody say nothing about it. But if you with Adidas, they probably don't want you to wear the Kobe's. But I think this is him doing his own thing, and he's just gonna redefine what it is. I ain't got no problem with him wearing no Kobe's, wearing Kobe's and giving Kobe some money. But then again, that's how they do the other players. But I think he may change it a little bit because I don't even think that should be a rule. You should be able to wear whatever you want to wear whenever you want
I
to
was
wear.
just I was just about to say that I can't ever remember somebody like wearing two different brands of shoes being like in any profession, like wearing two different brands.
True.
I can't ever remember that. So he could possibly be the first person to say, you know what, I can wear my own brand and whatever other brand I choose to wear because I don't have a partnership with anybody right now.
You're right. You're right. I didn't think about that, Smoke.
Yeah.
You're right, because when you with Nike, Nike gonna make you sign and say you wearing
Right.
Nike. But the
You
fact that he
exclusive,
ain't
right?
big all the brand, he ain't signed nothing saying that, so he can wear Under Armour. You know what I'm saying? He can switch it up. I like that. I like that. I ain't think
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, it's just freedom. People should look at that instead of a slight to his own shoe. He just exerting the freedom that he has by being the owner of his own brand. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
and you know what's a
just
good
let's be
thing because
real.
they brought the sponsors to the certain sponsors are sponsoring certain parts of the jerseys now, right?
Uh-huh.
So what if he can work out a deal towards, you know what, for 20 games of the season, I'm gonna be exclusively in Adidas. For 20 games of the season, I'm gonna be exclusively Under Armour. You know what I mean? And be the first ones to work out a deal like that. You know, that'd be dope too, man. It's just the freedom to do whatever you want to is dope. And I think that's just dope, man.
Yeah. That is a freedom that a lot of people, you never thought about that. But this is just something to come up, some people that will say stuff. I think it's just kind of come up just to kind of slight because, when Puffy has his line, everything like that, nobody says to Puffy, don't wear Versace because you got a clothing line. Nobody says to, I'd be willing to bet, nigga, you probably could catch, Versace with a Hermes bag. You know what I'm saying? Every, occasionally. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I like it, I buy it. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? So, we have never really seen somebody own their brand playing basketball. That's the one thing we got to think about. This is a total different situation that we've ever seen. Somebody actually own their own brand. They own a complete owner of it, and they playing. Now you could have your shoe with the brand. That's a different story. But and then the brand is gonna basically buy you away from doing anything to help anyone else, any other brand. So this is
what you think about the game though, Smoke? What you think about the game itself? Did you see anything that you were looking for, or anything that made you think more or less? You know what I'm saying? More or less about?
I like him getting to the rim. That was my most
Thank
the
you.
most the most thing the thing he did that impressed me was getting into the rim and being physical. I mean, he's so thin, man. You get to thinking, all right, how good is he gonna be at um getting his shot off against contact or getting to the rim and taking the contact. So when he was getting to the rim, it was just showing me, okay, well, he's willing to bang. And him being a rookie, that's important for me. The physicality of the game is just something you can't get away from in the
yes,
NBA.
and
So it helps for me to see, okay, he's just not gonna sit back and jack up the three. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get past him. He gonna blow by him. He gonna use his height instead of just being lazy and just shooting up shots because he ain't Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Steph Curry wasn't Steph Curry in first year, so I just want him to build, but I want him to be physical, and that's what he was. So I like what I seen from him from that aspect. That was the thing that it wasn't just the 36 points. It was
the
I'm
aggressiveness.
not afraid to get down here with y'all and bang.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, because that's what got me. The first game when he was like 2 for 15 and 11 of them was threes. And I even called Martin. I told him, I'm like, man, he gonna have to take some shots. Like, he not gonna be able to just facilitate. Like, you can't just come out here and think you're gonna pick them apart off just passing like you did in college. This is, like you said, you can't get away from the physicality. And you can see the first game, a few people trying to get physical with him, but you can still see he was talented. It's not that he wasn't getting the separation. It's the fact that he just wasn't trying to attack the way you're like, okay, you a
He wasn't
guard.
trying to finish. I don't think
You
he
gotta
wasn't
get
trying
to
to
the
finish.
goal and finish. You can't just always go in there and once you get in the paint, you try to throw it down. You gotta show them that I really you 6'6", pretty much I dunk on you. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I did see that last night, like, and it was consecutively. It wasn't
Right.
okay. Now
Right.
pass. He was really taking what the defense gave him. Like, if they gave him any lane, he went off. Like he was gone. Like, okay, I'll go ahead and lay this up. But then the same thing, the fact that kind of like what Martin don't like about Westbrook. He says Westbrook doesn't like the hockey assist. So, which is, I can agree with him to an extent, which is, I'm not going to get the assist, but I'm going to get you to the spot to where I know who's going to get you the assist. So, I saw it a few times, like when they were in the comeback. I don't know if y'all watched the whole game. They was down like
Right.
12-13 going into the fourth. Like, I mean, the halftime, like they were literally down the whole game and made a comeback. And through that, like you said, you could see the poise of him where he never was rattled. They went down with 8 seconds though. He went to the bench like, oh, okay. Like, that's what you can't teach. I can't teach you to not be scared. You feel me? I can't teach you to be able to take the physicality and not let that throw you off your game. Man.
Right.
That's why I say I feel like he's going to evolve. Like I said, the fact that the West is so stacked and the team he has around him, I don't feel like he's going to be able to reach his potential now. Like, he's not great enough. Like, he's not on a LeBron. Because I say that because that's like he make everybody around him better. He's not on that level to where he's going to go to the Lakers and they're going to just hop through the roof. But you will see a difference in probably another 10, 15 wins. And the fact that when they get talent around him, he's basically kind of settled into himself. And he's going to be the truth. But it was nice. I'm glad they got a game tonight. Actually, it's 7.
They got another game? Oh.
There was a play-in game last night.
Yeah, okay, there was a play-in. I obviously, like I said, didn't understand the rules of because I thought they were eliminated. Because I know we had a conversation after they lost the first game. I was like, they're not going to make the playoffs. We had a conversation after the first game. I was like, dude, the first game I thought was going to be the easier game that they had. The Celtics, and then I think, and then the Kings, I think, were the next one. The Celtics and the Kings. I thought that they did pretty good in the draft, that they were going to have a difficult time beating those teams. So I thought they would lose those 2 games. But the first game, I can't remember exactly who they were playing. I thought they had a very good shot of winning that one. And when they lost that one, I just didn't think they were going to make the playoffs. And definitely when they lost the second one. But obviously, I don't know the rules of what that was. But
yeah, it's 3-4 summer leagues. I just watch when it say summer league, I'm turning to it. I don't know if it's new, old.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, that's pretty good right there, man. So I guess we can kind of answer the question. This is the most hyped player. This is part 2. This is the most hyped player since LeBron. Will he live up to it? And let's go through the short answers. This is a lot of hype now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of hype, he needs like a double-double. And I think he'll get the double. I'm a one that's in there. I think that he'll average a double-double. I think he'll give you 15 and 10.
Yeah, if a double-double is the hype, then I just feel like you talking about LeBron hype. That's like next up. So I don't feel like he will live up to that hype.
I don't think
But I feel like he will be an all-star. He will be an all-star multiple times. He'll be, well known. But I don't feel like he'll live up to the next transcendent player hype. Like, I don't feel like he will live up to that hype. That's basically the hype he's at. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the hype his dad ain't been on TV. I'm gonna keep it short, but nobody else you can think about, anybody in their family, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably more hyped than LeBron. He is. I just be honest. He's probably more hyped than LeBron.
All right,
me and you had this conversation, and I don't even think the comparison is between him and LeBron anymore. I think the comparison is between him and Magic. You know what I mean? Because first of all, he's a Laker. Magic put the hype on him. His daddy always wanted him to be a Laker. You know what I mean? So that LeBron comparison, LeBron didn't make the playoffs in his first year. I don't think LeBron made the playoffs until his third year, and I could be wrong
True.
about that.
No, you're right. You're right there.
So, I mean, the cause are against him as far as living up longevity wise, as far as Magic. He don't have the team around him yet. They're not going to the playoffs in his first year. He won't make it to an All-Star game and be Finals MVP or
Oh
take
my
his team
God.
to a final. None of that. None of that. I don't.
To be honest
Just
with
because
you,
they don't have a team around them right now.
It's gonna be hard for him to make the All-Star.
yeah, the All-Star
Like, you
team
just
in the
made-
West.
You just made me think about it.
Yeah, dude.
All-Star.
He should have wanted to go. If he wanted to make All-Star teams, he should have went to Boston. He should have tried to go to Boston.
Man, I just thought about it, man.
Yeah, he
But
won't.
I don't know how they could real talk.
He
Like
won't.
they might need to just cancel it because the West is gonna obliterate the East probably in the All-Star game.
But it's
now
been that
you got
way.
me thinking about it, like, bro, they got 19 of the top 20 players. 18, my bad. I think they said Kyrie number 20. Kyrie 20, Bron 1. The Cavs got the number 1 player, the East got the number 1 player and the number 20 player. The rest of them in the East. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So he won't be living up to that hype. I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah,
I hate to disappoint y'all, man. He's he's probably gonna be like Penny. I give him Penny. You know what I mean? He gonna have a good run, make a couple All-Star teams, probably in his 5th, 6th year.
I mean, now
like
Penny
that.
was Hall of Fame. He didn't get hurt. Now, if Penny didn't get
Well,
hurt, he was a Hall of Fame player. So I mean, saying Penny, huh?
We know what he was, but I mean,
Are you saying he gonna fizzle out?
What I'm saying is he won't have the beginning Penny had, but he might have the end Penny had in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He won't be Penny in his first 4-5 years, but I can see 4 or 5 years from now him being like a Penny. You know what I mean? Like a scorer, a defender, a facilitator. Right now, he's just a facilitator, and he can get to the rim. He isn't a great 3-point shooter. We don't know yet. We haven't seen it. Well, and we know he really doesn't have a mid-range game, so he has to develop. Penny was more polished coming into the league. He had everything you could think of. He had the 3. He was a decent 3-point shooter, decent mid-range, but he could also like dunk on your daddy head. You know what I mean? So I see him being something like a Penny / Stockton.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I guess I'm not sure where we really couldn't come settle on actually what the question meant. So
No,
I'm
he
gonna
won't live up to it. Smoke Clip said that.
Like you said, we done made it plain and simple. He not going he gonna be good, but he not gonna live up to that hype.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just the one that I think that it'll be different. I think he will.
Yes, Mr. Lakers
I
fan.
think I'm a Mr.
understand
Laker
that.
fan, but I didn't know for sure he gonna go to the Lakers.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I told you Boston. We had this discussion already. I thought Boston should have drafted him.
Well,
I thought Boston should have drafted him personally. I mean,
what it was is if they had the first pick, first pick.
But he didn't want to play for him. Well, the first 2 picks didn't want to play for him. That's realistically what happened. Those guys didn't want to play for Boston, which should be kind of alarming to Boston at this point. You know what I'm saying? That it's getting to the point that players are saying they don't even want to play for your franchise.
I don't think it's that though. I mean, it's Isaiah Thomas being your point guard already. I think that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, you're right. He's 5'9", so he gotta play point. Both of the first two picks are point guard. So they basically thinking like my career, I can't really take off how I want because they starting point guard is their best player. So you really asking me to back him up. Basically. You're not gonna put ball at the 2. You're not gonna put Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah. Well, You know, I guess that's it. So we got two that don't think that he'll live up to the hype. The hype is too big for him, and I'm the one that thinks that he will live up to the hype. And you know, if he gets to the point that he's hitting 40% from the 3-point line, I think he'll exceed the hype. If he gets his 3-point shot to fall, because you got to be able to do that in today's NBA. But I think he'll get it together. I saw Magic. You know, Magic really wasn't a great shooter when he first came in, and he worked towards that. And by the end of his career, Magic will bury your ass back out there. So I think he can do it. I think, and he got the perfect opportunity to go there and actually take over a team with a pretty talented team. Our young talent is pretty good. We don't know exactly what you're gonna get from the young talent. That's debatable. But LA at this point has a nice nucleus of young talent.
This is what I will say. He's already one of the best 5 passers. I can tell you that. The way he passed the ball, like, his passing is unreal. I'm just being honest. Like, just like even dead balls, like they called, there was a few times where they called a little quick foul or something. He in the air, he's still just like spinning the ball. Man, he was gonna throw it like that. Like it, I'm gonna give credit where credit due. That, but like I think the thinness is gonna be what, and like you said, he's not a pull-up shooter. Like he's not an off the dribble. Like I'm a bank you and like take 3 dribbles and pull up. He's more of I'm gonna just pull up over the top of you, or I'm gonna try to have to go past you. So that's why I don't see the hype he's getting. He's gonna have to be like a 25 and 10. Like 15 and 10 is not the hype he's getting. Now that's what I'm expecting, but the hype he's getting is like
20 and 10.
Like 20, 23. I mean, because he's a point guard, so I'm not gonna go unreal. But the type of hype he's getting, like they talking like he gonna be that deal. Like,
man, he better be out there and go and at least Chris Paul. Chris Paul can do 20 and 10. He can do it.
All right, yo, that'll be the end of this topic for today. All y'all out there, man, that get at us. If you got any topics you want to talk about, you want to be a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Get at me. You can get at me on Facebook, on Twitter, at Young Line Leader. We enjoy. We want to have a nice conversation and get the stuff going or whatever. It's always a lot of topics in the sports or whatever, and we want to cover the things that y'all are like and want to hear. So get at us on that. And we out, man. We out.
Peace.
Peace.